Obsession, roleplay, and murder. How a furry fixation led to a triple slaying and a child's horrifying discovery. Imagine waking up to a nightmare, a scene so gruesome it shatters innocence and leaves scars that time can never fully heal. This is the story of a triple murder fueled by obsession, a dark descent into violence that began within the seemingly harmless world of the furry community. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Frank Sato Felix, a name now synonymous with unspeakable horror, was sentenced to life without parole for the brutal triple murder that shook the quiet community of Fullerton, California. The date was September 2016, a month that would forever be etched in the memories of those affected by this senseless act. The victims: Jennifer and Christopher Yost, a couple whose lives were tragically cut short, and Arthur Boucher, an innocent houseguest caught in the crossfire. This case isn't just about murder. It's a chilling exploration of obsession, manipulation, and the potential for darkness lurking beneath the surface of even the most unconventional communities. This is a story that delves into the disturbing underbelly of human behavior, a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked desires and the devastating consequences that can follow. Prepare yourself, because what you're about to hear is not for the faint of heart. Jennifer Yost, in an attempt to connect with her teenage daughter, introduced her to the furry community. Little did she know, this seemingly harmless act would set in motion a chain of events leading to her own demise. The furry community is a subculture centered around anthropomorphic animal characters, animals with human characteristics. It's a world of art, roleplay, and creative expression, but like any community, it can also harbor individuals with darker intentions. It was through this community that Felix, known online as Ente, met the Yost's daughter. Another individual, Joshua Charles Acosta, known as Brony, also became involved, further complicating the already volatile situation. Felix and the teen began a relationship, a connection that quickly spiraled into an unhealthy obsession. The parents, sensing the danger, disapproved of the relationship, unknowingly signing their own death warrants. Their disapproval only fueled Felix's obsession, twisting his perception of reality and setting the stage for the horrific events to come. The digital world blurred with reality, and the lines between fantasy and violence became tragically indistinct. Felix's obsession with the teen became the catalyst for the murders, a twisted manifestation of possessiveness and control. He couldn't bear the thought of being separated from her, and in his warped mind, the only solution was to eliminate the obstacles in their path. He conspired with Acosta to commit the crime, meticulously planning the details with a chilling level of detachment. Acosta, armed with a shotgun and ammunition provided by Felix, became the instrument of their deadly plan. Felix provided Acosta with the tools of destruction, knowing full well the consequences of his actions. He was the puppet master, pulling the strings from the shadows, orchestrating a tragedy that would forever haunt the lives of those left behind. In the early morning hours, Acosta entered the Yost home, transforming their sanctuary into a scene of unimaginable horror. The silence of the night was shattered by the deafening blast of a shotgun. Jennifer Yost was shot in her bed, a victim of a senseless act of violence while she slept. Arthur Boucher, sleeping on the couch, was also brutally murdered, an innocent bystander caught in the crossfire of Felix's obsession. Christopher Yost, awakened by the chaos, attempted to escape, but his efforts were futile. He was gunned down while desperately trying to protect his family, his life extinguished in a hail of gunfire. The Yost's young daughters, aged just 6 and 9, awoke to a scene that no child should ever witness. Their innocence was shattered, their world forever tainted by the horrors they encountered. The 6-year-old daughter, with a bravery beyond her years, managed to call 911, her voice trembling as she described the unimaginable scene. Her words, a desperate plea for help, echoed through the dispatcher's headset. The children found their mother dead in bed and their father dead in the backyard, their lifeless bodies a stark reminder of the brutality that had unfolded. The image of their parents, forever frozen in death, would be etched into their memories for the rest of their lives. The crime scene was described as grisly, a testament to the sheer violence and brutality of the murders. Blood stained the walls, and the air was thick with the stench of death, a scene that would forever haunt the investigators who processed it. The impact on the children is immeasurable, a wound that may never fully heal. They were robbed of their parents, their innocence, and their sense of security, forced to navigate a world forever changed by the events of that horrific night. Felix, confronted with the evidence, admitted to providing Acosta with the shotgun, the weapon used to carry out the murders. His confession, though a step towards justice, offered little solace to the grieving family. He also admitted to providing bolt cutters to remove the safety lock on the shotgun, ensuring that Acosta could carry out the murders with ease. This act of calculated cruelty further solidified his role as the mastermind behind the crime. Felix even provided earplugs to Acosta, a chilling detail that highlights his meticulous planning and his complete disregard for human life. He wanted to ensure that Acosta wouldn't be deterred by the sound of the gunshots. After the shooting, Felix and the teen burned their clothing, attempting to destroy any evidence that could link them to the crime. Their efforts, however, were in vain, as investigators were able to piece together the evidence and bring them to justice. Acosta was also convicted and is currently serving a life sentence for his role in the murders. Both he and Felix will spend the rest of their lives behind bars, paying the price for their heinous crimes. Felix was sentenced to life in prison without parole, a fitting punishment for the unspeakable horrors he inflicted upon the Yost family. While justice was served, it can never truly bring back the lives that were so cruelly taken. This case serves as a stark reminder of the potential for violence within any community, regardless of its outward appearance. It highlights the dangers of unchecked obsession and the devastating consequences that can result when fantasy blurs with reality. "No sentence can erase the horrors of that night," said Christopher's sister, Amy Rutherford, a sentiment that resonates with all those affected by this tragedy. The scars of that night will forever remain, a testament to the darkness that can lurk within the human heart. This case is a chilling reminder that we must be vigilant in recognizing and addressing the warning signs of obsession and mental instability. We must also be aware of the potential dangers that can exist within online communities, where individuals can easily hide behind anonymity and engage in harmful behavior. If you found this video disturbing and informative, please consider sharing it to raise awareness about the dangers of unchecked obsession and the potential for violence within online communities. Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analyses of true crime cases and psychological explorations of the human mind. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on this case and what lessons we can learn from it. Let's work together to create a safer and more understanding world.